Namaste, Gopal Bhaiya. Namaste, all the co-explorers. Welcome to the morning session. So, Bhaiya, today we have a sharing by Ganesh Chandaram Bhaiya. So, Ganesh Bhaiya, Namaste.
नमस्ते भैया। नमस्ते
Namaste.
गोपाल
So,
भैया।
Bhaiya,
नमस्ते भैया, नमस्ते।
Ganesh Bhaiya, I will put you a brief introduction and then you can place for sharing. So, Bhaiya is a mechanical engineer. He worked for 15 years in the automobile industry. And in April 2015, Bhaiya uh, had a startup on renewable energy systems for a better living environment. Bhaiya started natural farming in 12th January 2022 and produces healthy food for family and society. He attended UHB introductory workshop on in June 2025, and further following that he attended UHB 2 also in Deco Engineering College recently. So he is connected to the 13th batch of morning session from 2nd May onwards. And Bhaiya is not into many volunteering because he has attended UHB 2 recently only. So with this brief introduction, I welcome Ganesh Bhaiya for his sharing in the morning session. Bhaiya, over to you now. Thank you.
नमस्ते भैया, thank you very much. नमस्ते गोपाल भैया and नमस्ते all co-explorants. A brief introduction already Sunil भैया ने so is given me introduction, the brief about myself, Ganesh. Basically, I born and brought up in a village which is Pokota, nearby Visakhapatnam, and I studied mechanical engineering. From there, I worked in automobile industries for 15 years. And during my working, I always find some gap in my life, and I could not able to see the completeness. So exploring for the completeness in my life. So then I find a lot of issues in the mother nature. So being a technocrat, I try to fix some solutions. I see so many issues in the society and mother nature. So we try to fix it based on my knowledge, academic and industrial knowledge. So we started one startup, Surya Renewable Energy Systems, where we selected to work on land contamination, water conservation, and energy conservation, and air pollution. These are the 4 entities we have taken up and to work on it. Coming to my personal life, so I bless myself and my better off. She's a homemaker, Ratna, and we blessed to 2 children. My son it's completed graduated in BSc. Now he is started in MBA, and my daughter completed intermediate, the +2. Now she is started in a BA degree graduation, and she is very much interested in literature. She used to write poems and stories, short stories, and so many stories. So recently, 2 books have released on her name, and both my parents are passed away 4 years back, and we are living all together. Recently, we relocated to our farm. When I started working in the automobile industry, so I always see that my childhood, I always to compare my childhood and present situation. So when I was child, I used to very happy with the family members and neighbors in the farm. So as the time goes on, in the last 30 years, I've seen a drastic transformation. So people are moving from the villages to urbanization, and the migration is happened. Myself is migrated for my employment, and so many people are doing like that. So somewhere I want to bring back that old culture where we can live together happily in the motherland. So for that, I'm trying to create some livelihood in the villages. So bring the technology back to the village so that we can create some livelihood to the villages, so that people need not to migrate for the sake of employment. Maybe they can move out for a better life, better education, and but somewhat this is what has moved me to come out of the corporate corporate employment to start up my own. This is my brief introduction of myself. And coming back to this, yeah, okay. I have been introduced to the Jeevan Vidya content in the year of 2020, March 2020 is the Corona time. There is a group is called CHDHC, Center for Holistic Development and of Human Consciousness. So I've been introduced to that, and I was very much like to that content, and I've been journey with the team for last 5 years. And very recently, Mr. Haribabu is part of CHDC team and shared me the link of morning session. So from May 2nd, this 30th batch, I joined to this weekly morning session. So where I connected to the UHV team directly, and the journey from there itself is a very accelerated, I can say it. So I've been exposed to very deep content, and from there itself, I got the links of connecting to UHV 1 and UHV 2. One is online, UHV 1 is online session, 5 days online session. I've been connected, and from there I came to know that there is a face-to-face offline UHV2 FDP training program in the Ravi Engineering College. Usha Didi supported me to join that. Since I'm not an academic and I'm not faculty, so she requested to the management to join me as a guest, and they allowed me. It's really, I'm very grateful to her and give me the opportunity. Umesh Bhaiya was a facilitator and Jagdish Bob Bhaiya was observer. So I learned a lot of things from Umesh Bhaiya and Jagdish Bob Bhaiya, and I'm very much connected to the content. So and I'm daily attending this morning session. I'm listening to the content and explanation, the questions of all the co-explorers. So and I'm listening to their sharings. This is about my journey from this till date. Coming back to my understanding and the exercise 1 and exercise 2. Yeah, exercise 1, I can observe myself, and I could able to differentiate the self and body now. And from the exercise 1, I can able to reach up to step 5. So observe myself and my imaginations, my thought, and how I behave based on my feelings. This is how I've been connected into that. Actually, yeah, it is. I able to feel realize that based on my samskar, I can say that. So there are some tough situations. There are some discussions with the other people. Mostly, I go with the precondition and reactive mode actually. So I see that, and later I realized it. Okay, this is not like that, but because the content is not saying like that. So yeah, it is. So maybe at that moment I could not able to respond. Still, I see a gap in that. Situations, yes, outside, and it's deciding me to react on that. So I'm working on it. I made programs to improve my samskar. Actually, yeah, feeling of responsible relationship with all. It is always harmony and bring me happiness. Still have to work on it. But because later I realized, and I bring back to the normal position. Earlier, before UHV and this content I exposed, so I used to be stay with the worry and the disturbance for days or hours or a whole day I used to disturb. But now, once the incident happened, sometimes I respond. I think the other opponent also is like me and the self. They have also have their competence. And earlier I used to doubt about the intent, but now I'm thinking about their competence. Okay, maybe intentionally nobody wants to disturb others, and nobody wants to harm others. That's I came to know that, but because every selfish wants to be happiness. So now I am thinking about their shoes also. Like me, they also have their own constraints, and they have their own feelings. So now I started respecting their feelings as well. Okay, but what happens is sometimes in the certain situations, certain events, I react them again, and but very immediately I realize and I calm down. So I'm not carrying that the struggle part and the worry part in me the whole day. So now very quickly I'm back to my normal happiness moment and calm moment. This is what about X1 and 6A and 6B is still I have to coming back to this at that instant. Every moment I need to be harmony. So at every moment, even the event it is against or maybe it's aligned to my expectation or not aligned, but because I have to look at that everything is normal. So this is area where I find the gap. I need to work on it, and I definitely I take the help of my mentors and other co-explorers. Seven, yes, I do understand the content, but I have to bring it to my life. This is what I see from the exercise one. Coming to exercise two, body and self, observing the body from self. This is what, yes, I see I am existing and my body is existing. Both are existing in the coexistence. That part I understand. I see clearly, and I translate the information. Yes, whenever it is required, I translate my information and instructions to my body, and body follows. And I can easily see that the sensation part, wherever which are parts are sensing, and sometimes, yeah, the self it is listening, and sometimes it's not. Why? Because based on my attention, maybe I'm focusing on something else, which may lead ignoring the sensation also. So if I'm particular about the particular sensation, then I used to attend and I need to give the meaning to it. This I clearly see. I can easily differentiate that the sensation part is from the body, and whether I need to attend or not. This is one part I see, and the most important what I seen from the exercise two when I exposed to this and UHP content, I feel more responsible about my body. Yeah, actually, yes, I used to work for from last 30 years, maybe in the 15 years of my employment tenure and the latter stage also. Most of my time I plan for my financial freedom, financial aspects, and asset building, and uh, providing everything to my family and my neighbors, sharing with them. This kind always I focus on the physical part only, the materialistic part mostly. Yeah, there is a most important thing is in the self level and behavioral part of the thing. What I need to improve myself and cascade into my family members and my children and wherever it is possible to my neighbors and friends as well, relatives. So this is part I've clearly seen, and I feel more responsible in my body by because whatever the self as I to reflect or express the things to the other people, communicating to the other people. So this is part where I need to keep it very healthy and harmony my body. When it is in healthy condition, I used to behave harmony with the rest of the nature. That's what I seen. So now I feel more responsible to keep my body in healthy condition and regulating. Mostly important is self-regulation part. So this I learned and I'm working on it. My instructions with the body and world outside. Yeah, is sensation. I read the sensations and whenever I'm reading, I see clearly it is for the I am responding and reacting. The most of the time now I am reacting. In fact, yeah, my samskar from last 40 years, it is really leads me to the reaction part. Later, but good thing is I'm very easily and very quickly realizing it. But my objective is to at every moment of time I have to be harmony and I have to respond to all the situations. Either they are meeting my expectations. In fact, there should not be any expectations. What I came to realize from this content. So everybody have their own expectations. But let us focus on the feeling of the relationship rather than the expectation. So, and this is one part I clearly understand. And the second part is uh, as I myself and my body is existing, and other self and other bodies also existing, and in fact, all animals and plants also. I have been introduced and in fact I'm more exploring now with my participation at the all four orders, the physical order and biological order, animal order, and human order. So my participation as a myself and what is my participation and what is my contribution to improve my body and keep it in harmony, and what is my contribution in my family to bring the harmony and working on mutual happiness, mutual understanding. This is part I really I see the gap, and I'm trying to fix it up, and I'm trying to make some programs to work on it. And my participation in the society, neighborhood and village and other farmers. So working with the farmers to bring their back the natural farming into our regular practice. So unfortunately, I see a drastic drift and shift in the last 30 years. Most of the farmers now, almost 90%, 95% of the people are depending on the chemicals and uh, pesticides to grow the crop and to get the harvesting of the things, which was not there when I was child. Okay, now I'm trying to bring that is back methodology and farming techniques. Maybe the technology we can use it to improve the situation and fix some issues which were there and earlier. But naturally, we need to go with the farming. That's respect to the mother soil and respect to the each plant and other insects, other birds, animals, everything. So now I'm exploring on this more. I've been mingled into the mother nature and the lap of it. Recently, we moved to our farmhouse, and now we are stay in our farm along with my family. So we are all exploring together to enjoy the mother nature. This is where we are here. Coming to this, my yeah, I understand happiness is my innate nature. That is clear. But coming, bring it to my samskar level. Really, I'm working on it. I I I find some gaps. Maybe even I want to be based on my knowledge, understanding. And now I'm exposed to this content, and I understood that happiness is my innate nature, all self, innate nature of the every self. Um, but I have to be responsive mode rather than the reactive mode. And every moment I need to be happiest and prosperous continuously. This is where I am working on it now. Mostly I'm focusing to improve my self level, self-centric. Because self need to be centric to go for a progress rather than the materialistic thing and the body intent. Yeah, even though I keep more responsible to keep my body in healthy condition. A body is only an instrument to express the things, and I'm most focused on its nourishment and rakshak, poshan and rakshan and sadupyog. So now wherever it is required, I use my organs and the body content, and so this is where I I take it up into body level. Mostly, I move to self-centric. So the self has to be explored further, and self has to be drive my life. That's where here onwards. That's where I see clearly. Certain times, still there are some preconditions in my mind, and of the people when I see when I talk to them, so always bring back their past incidents into our discussion. So based on that, I used to prejudge. So we should not be there. That's I realize now. So but somewhere I could not able to make it up at that moment. But later, I'm trying to patch up that thing. But definitely, have to be wholeheartedly, and that self level need to be take it as a common a normal thing. This is harmonious. This is where it need to be done. I am now devoting. I would like to devote my time mostly on the self exploration, development of myself and myself of my family members, and my participation with the mother nature and the society as a whole existence. So mostly I'm time, and and now I decided every day I'm spending 2 hours to connect to the content. As I am every day morning, I'm attending the morning session. So I'm listening and exploring myself, and I understand the content in a better way. This is I'm going to continue here onwards, and maybe for the lifetime till I just done this moderate. And second thing is daily I used to spend 1 hour for the reading. and now we started Adhyayan of Madhya Sudarshan. Shivji helping us to start this. And yeah, it is happy to say that on the October Sahasatar, we are attending it. I got the opportunity to attend the Sahasatar in the October month. So I'm really eager to meet Ganeshji and be with him for further learning and for more exploration, understand the content in depth, deep into this. This is an opportunity for me. And so daily reading the content and listening to the earlier videos and attending the daily morning session, so that I'm in connected to the this environment and the content all the time, so that I can explore myself on the daily basis. So I will not be dipped down and back to the old samskar. So I'm moving ahead for the improving my samskar for the harmonious in my body and self and coexistence in the mother nature. This is what about my journey, and I'm very thankful to the all the facilitators and resource persons for giving me this opportunity to share my journey and my exploration in the self to improve myself. And I wish, and one more thing I would like to say, yeah, it's a very happy Independence, Indian Independence Day today. Is August 15 is a very special day in me. I've been connected to directly. So far I listen morning session, but now I myself is sharing my exploration, my journey to the rest of all co-explorers and Gopal Bhaiya and Sunil Bhaiya. I think, and what I can say is it's a really happy independence. I'm now working on the my independence from the body and materialistic life. So I have to get the freedom from my life from away from this materialistic and bodily, rather than it should be self-centric. This is where I feel it. This day I can make it like that. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you very much, and thank you all for giving me this opportunity. That is from my side.
So Gopal Bhaiya, over to you for the comments regarding Ganesh Chandaram Bhaiya's sharing.
जी नमस्ते गणेश भैया
Namaste, Bhaiya.
जी so nice sharing भैया ना, and you are doing a lot of activity with nature, with human also. So it is really nice to hear that you are interacting with nature and trying to interact with in a mutually fulfilling manner as much as possible. So this is what we are trying to communicate in UHV 2, 3, 4, that whenever we interact with human being, justice should be ensured. Whenever we interact with nature, mutual prosperity should ensured. So you are working on both part, Bhaiya. So as far as nature, so you are using those ways that enriching the nature. So that is very nice, Bhaiya. And also another side, you are working on yourself. You are planning to attend Sarsatra. You have attended UHV2 and also Darshans. So both side you are expanding, Bhaiya. So that is really nice, Bhaiya. That is really appreciable. So as Didi said, you might be facing many problems, but still you are working in a mutually fulfilling manner with nature. So that is great learning for us. And it will be good if you document all your methods, all your process that you are using during interaction with nature. Also the challenges, what challenges you are facing and how you are resolving it. So and that document can help others also.
Definitely, Bhaiya. Sure, Bhaiya.
Ji. And nice, Bhaiya. What should I say? You are working on both part, Bhaiya. And as you have already decided to go to Sar Satra, so definitely you are going to have a deeper exploration of existential realities. So that will be another part of your life that will give you push towards the consciousness growth. So nice,
Thank
bhaiya.
you,
Keep it up, bhaiya. And document all these things, bhaiya, na, for others' help also.
Sure, bhaiya.
Your challenges, your ways to solve it, your solutions. So all these will help others also. जी भैया, नमस्ते
Thank you,
भैया.
bhaiya. Namaste, bhaiya. Thank you.